You never even heard of like Bozo the Clown? What? Oh, Bozo the Clown. When she started using it, it was just like, oh, okay. It's like the polite way of being like, you're a fucking idiot. Go Google it, because I don't remember. I just know it's a thing. I don't even remember how old it is anymore. What?
We're all PKs. Called on top of me.
Oh, lame. Do you have a resist or anything? Oh. Probably should. Even still, did he like...
What?
No, I was letting you finish what you were saying.
Should finish. I've just been putting it off because I had lumberjacking as well. 97 lumberjacking, but I think I'm just going to drop lumberjacking. Having two gathering skills in one, so especially when you need some combat. I think even looted me. I could use either resist or.
Oh, when this is what I was gonna say before I just remembered. I was having a side conversation via text. When the guy recalled on top of you and killed you, did he spam interrupts or how did you die?
AC6.
You don't have your thing set up to like make you auto recall. So you should do like a if HP lower than or if you track a red, just recall. Yeah. Because what you do is you check for the system message or whatever. Well, I'll just show. I think I have an example if I log in.
USA forums.
I was telling someone about the trash talk thread on the USA forums. Remember the Ladouche thread that started the whole Ladouche thing? Where like Matron's like making fun of people that can't come up with something more original than Ladouche. It's just all like La something names. Yeah, like in the trash talk forums, there's a thread, and it's like Ladouche or something. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's definitely got Ladouche in it. And basically, it's like making fun of anyone that can't come up with something more original than Ladouche. So there was like, I don't know, just a bunch of Lel names and shit like that. I don't remember even how the thread started, but it was like at least a 2-page thing. Oh, macros. Where's this bozo gathering script? Yeah, here's one. So, if system message now tracking. Yeah, so you just do if system message now tracking, or with the space obviously, and then just whatever you want it to do. I just have it queue another macro that's my recall macro for that character that also has other things in it like spam. So basically, my macro, when it queues that, it enters a loop of like just trying to... It kills the current macro and plays a separate macro that's a recall like loop. And then in the loop, if I remember correctly, let me see. Yeah, then the loop is like, if poison, drink a cure pot. If your hits are lower than max, drink a heal pot. Execute recall, and then it's just a loop. So it's just like, if the asshole poisoned you or whatever, or you have damage, try to slam a pot. If not, just spam recall macro. And it just like, it's literally got me out before I could even tab in before.
Alright, let me... I'm gonna make a problem. I think I could even have if position courtyard drop order.
Oh, how I do that is, so in my recall macro, at the end of my recall macro, I execute the organizer agent that I have set up, and the organizer agent is just set up to move everything into a bag in the courtyard.
Hold on, I need to write. And I want to draw it. Alright, so you just recheck if position CY, drop order. If poison, drink heal. If HP less, drink heal and run the recall macro.
I screenshotted what mine is. So the first macro is just like a generic recall macro, and it's set to loop. So like, if it doesn't like go through, it just does it again, does it again, does it again. Because at that point, if someone's attacking you, like nothing else matters. Like you want to spam recall, like you know what I mean. Even if
you don't use pack animals.
I had pets. But yeah, I didn't have pack animals. I had slimes. So then
Yeah,
the bottom macro was just a part of my main macro, and it's up at the top or whatever. So before it attempts to do anything gathering related, it checks your HP, it checks the tracking, it checks your weight. Your weight will be different if you have camping and shit like that. 395 was just the magic number on that character when I wrote that example of the macro I'm looking at. And then all of those checks, whether it's overweight, whether I track, or something hits me, like, cause say something doesn't track, but then I take damage because a monster hits me or someone comes out of stealth or whatever, like, then, well, I'm -1 health, get the fuck out of here. And then it's the same thing with the thing. They all just queue the same recall macro. It kills the current macro and moves to the next one. You'll notice how it's recorded. It says execute play because like I actually like went in there and like while recording hit the play button under the hotkey menu or whatever to get it to like record that way or whatever. Like a macro and a macro. I also, this might be worth it too, but I haven't been playing much. I don't know what world save times are like, but I have a, if system messes, the world is saving, pause for X amount of seconds, because whatever the average world save is, like, you want to pause for it as soon as you see it, so then the macro hangs and doesn't like get fucked up, basically. Trying to like go through like while you're in a save and then hangs. Here's something else. So like I have a check in the main macro, like, so for you it would be pickaxe or whatever, but I have a counter in Razor where I added the amount of like harvesting equipment I have on me. So as soon as my hatchet count drops below 1, it executes the recall macro. I like this isn't good for you, but for gathering wood, I even had my macro every iteration. So every time it went through once before it looped, it would basically, oh, do you have logs? If you have logs, double click them in and turn them into boards. Like, you know what I mean? Because boards are easier to manage than logs. And then this was a shady thing that I used to do that doesn't really kind of work anymore. But I used to hide all my shit inside a trap box. So I had an organizer agent at the end of my macro that would move all the boards like 20 layers deep into like a trap box. And then I used to like pull the shit out because I could like open it with telekinesis, but that doesn't work anymore. So it might be different with lumber than mining, but I also had like a if your hand is empty, because like for whatever reason, like multiple things that could happen that could basically make you take your hatchet out of your hand or your pickaxe or whatever. I can't. The pickaxe is the same hand as the hatchet. I'm guessing it's your left hand, right? So yeah, basically, if left hand is empty, execute dress agent, only dress, like, you know, not toggle, but only equip. And the dress agent is for like the hatchet or whatever. That you need a small pause in there, and then basically like you could have it execute using the item in your hand and targeting yourself to continue gathering. What that basically solves is like, oh, if your pickaxe breaks in the middle of your macro, okay, your hand's empty, you know, redress, wait half a second, you know, then continue gathering or whatever. Oh wow. This character actually has a bonded mount. You know how long I didn't have a bonded mount on this character? I like actually died once and lost my mount and it was like, wow. This is fucked. Well, that concludes looking at macros, refreshing my memory. The queue is being lame like it was being earlier. I've been awake for like 12 hours. No, more than that actually. I fucking woke up once and it was like 12 or something, and I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, I could like sit in bed for like a little longer and then get up, and the next thing you know, I woke up, it was like after 2. Like, what happened? And that fucked me up. That's why I'm up now. For the last while, I've been debating just like, I don't know, either taking a nap shortly and then like staying up the whole day, or just staying up the whole day, not with the nap. You know what's the funniest thing in this runes map that you've barely played, if you even played it at all really, is there's this module that has these like statues that look like players. Like if you didn't know that— oh, there's a guy behind me. All this for a naked dude. You're fucking lame. You're not even good.
Suck it up.
Enjoy my naked corpse, you loser. They're like both like huddling around my fucking corpse, like inspecting it. Like it's like, dude, I'm a naked elf who took like 20 extra damage. And you're like a ranger and a rogue. Fucking creeping on me. I didn't hear what he said. I think he said like suck it or something. Like, yeah, dude. I'm queuing in a naked ranger to learn the map and get some XP. You really fucking got me, bro. I'm just a naked guy. I'm just naked. I just want some XP. Don't do it, man.
Oh, just some PvP whiskey?
Hey. What kind of people do you hate?
I love everyone.
I hate...
Except Nexon employees. Nexon employees
the
can fuck
is
themselves.
barbarians. We hate barbarians.
Different.
Especially the black ones.
Orc ones you're talking about?
Well, that was kind of cringe. This guy comes up to me and he's like, "What do you hate? What kind of people do you hate?" And I'm like, "I like everyone." And then this other dude's like, "Hate barbarians," and the other dude's like, especially black barbarians. Something's like, "Oh, come on, dude! Like, don't fucking be an asshole." So they changed the runes map this last patch. I don't know if I told you the other day, but it's only solo or duo. Solo duo now. So like, and it's kind of map that like kind of forces you to fight people. So like, if you wanted to just like fuck around and like get your feet wet with practicing killing people again, like 2v2s, it's a pretty chill map for that. Enjoy my naked corpse. I'm naked, dude. What's there to inspect? My perks? Like, what are you looking at? What do you got a dick in your mouth? You didn't even take the right perk. You need the one that gives your health back. And this fucking warlock dude is like stalking me in the lobby. Double rogue losers. On the roguiest map of maps. I need to stop playing this fucking game.